Welcome. This meditation is a slightly different way of exploring our thoughts. Most of the time, people follow meditation instructions that encourage, for example, only focusing on the breath, or to ignore thoughts, or to come back to focusing on the breath every time you're distracted, to empty or clear your head of all thoughts, or just watching them flowing in and flowing out like being on the bank of a river. But in reality, this is a very difficult thing to do, as we often feel pulled in all sorts of directions, from thinking to sensing, or thinking about sensing, and other things. There is no right way or wrong way to explore thoughts, just a way to be curious as to what is going on for you right now. So, as part of this meditation, you're invited to not still your mind or empty your head. Don't do anything to help calm yourself down. You don't need to check in with how you are feeling or to check in with your body. You don't need to focus on or return to your breath. Rather, welcome your thoughts. Listen to them, including those that are racing at high speed, or irritating, frustrating, angry, or otherwise. Allow yourself to lessen any ties, to let go on having to do anything at all. Just giving your attention the freedom to explore however it naturally wants to explore right now. This may feel strange or awkward at first, as we notice our habits or conditioning as to what meditation is or what we should be doing. You may notice yourself having thoughts around instructions because you're having no instructions, questioning how you do or don't know what you're supposed to be doing. So meditation is really about becoming familiar with you, becoming completely familiar with everything, including your thoughts, without having to consciously direct your attention to anything in particular within your experience. So be soft and curious. Notice what is drawing your attention at the moment. Perhaps it is thoughts, images, or memories. Or perhaps it's some kind of sensory experience, such as sounds or physical sensations. Perhaps your attention is what you can hear or feel around or within you. Your breathing, or maybe it fluctuates between all of these things. How would you describe the quality of your mind right now? Is it busy and full of thoughts, running or racing from one thing to the next? Or maybe it's quiet, with a sense of spaciousness, relaxed, calm. What is the time frame of your thoughts? Are they about the past, the present, or the future. Things you have done today, or what you're going to do tomorrow, or maybe past fleeting memories. You could ask yourself, what is it that you're thinking about? What purpose is the thinking serving right now? Are your thoughts about work or people? Or are they about scheduling, planning, your family, relationships, shopping, or other to-do lists? And what are you doing with these thoughts? Are you reviewing, evaluating, reflecting, or reminiscing? Or are you creating, scheduling, worrying? All the while, you aren't actually moving with your body or taking action in any way. There is nowhere you need to go. Maybe you're exploring a certain topic in your mind. Or are the thoughts randomly moving from one subject to the next? Or perhaps your mind feels steady, light, receptive and open. Judging, evaluating, reflecting, planning, processing, as well as just being open, reflective, daydreaming, is all part of the thinking mind and your experience as it is. The mind and your thoughts will tend to shift through all of these states as it makes sense of your world. Is there an emotional undertone under your thoughts? Are you thinking one thing, which in turn you feel or recognize the underlying emotion? How is your thinking affecting other parts of you rather than just your mind? Maybe your breathing or your body changes in some subtle ways with certain thoughts. Can you sense any kind of tension in your body with regards to what you're thinking about? Perhaps in your arms or hands, your chest or your face. Notice what mood your mind is in. Notice if you're making any attempt to control your thoughts. Or are you able to let your thoughts move as they will, just spontaneously? If your attention at any time is drawn somewhere else, can you go there? And then notice how you might naturally just go back to your thoughts. How many thoughts do you think you are having right now? Can you count them? And are you judging or evaluating? Good, bad, different, indifferent? Do you hear them or see them? Do they seem nearby or far away? What part of your brain are the thoughts coming from? The left or the right? The front or the back? Maybe it's a few places, or no particular place at all. Are they loud or quiet, or a mixture? How do they appear to you? Do your thoughts appear as a word, an image, like a photograph, or a movie, or feelings, or something else? And what are the voices like? Who is speaking in your thoughts? What kind of personality do you give your thoughts? Do you know the person who is speaking in your thoughts? Are they loud or quiet? Male or female? Young or old? And what is the tone? Is it shy, angry, peaceful, curious, or critical? Do some thoughts stick around longer than others? What is it that they want to draw your attention to? How long do the thoughts last for? Can you see the beginning in the end. So see now if you can think non-stop. And if you start to focus on your breath as a way of distracting yourself away from your thoughts, immediately go back to thinking. And if you don't have any thoughts, then you can make some up. Give yourself full permission just to think as much as you can. Does this bring a sense of relief or frustration in any way? Just completely delving into your thoughts. Now you can let your thinking be. Did you notice any spaces or pauses between one thought and the next? And how do you think? How do you register ideas? How do they arise in your mind? And is it always in the same location? And what do you believe to be of value and to be true of your thoughts? Do you consider them as facts or as truths? And you can ask, is this thought helpful or useful to me right now? You could score it from 1 to 10 on how helpful or useful a thought is. And what happens when you give it a place of value? Can you catch a thought and hold on to it? Do they have particular shapes or frequencies? Does a volume turn up on certain thoughts if you focus on them, and do others quieten down? Do some demand your attention more than others? And do some dissolve quicker than others? Notice if there's any attempt to refocus, to distract yourself from your thoughts, or to shy away from them, or to make a deliberate attempt to bring your attention back to your thoughts. It's just allowing your mind to move naturally and spontaneous, like you are when you're asleep. Complete freedom, letting things unfold without effort. Is it possible to go completely into thought and allow all thinking? Notice if thoughts are interesting, uplifting, inspiring, competitive, or judgmental. Just your relationship with thoughts and you. Do you feel clearer in any way? And what kind of relationship do you have with your thoughts? Are you happy to have them there, or just wish they would disappear? Are there some that you treat as friends, or others like enemies, and others as strangers? Would you be happier not having any thoughts at all, and just blow them all up into space? But what makes a thought a thought? Does it have any beginning or end, edges or boundaries? So just becoming familiar with what goes on in your mind and your thoughts. And as we come to a close now, you can thank your mind for allowing you access to its wonderful and amazing world. And when you're ready, and in your own time, you can open your eyes. Maybe give yourself a little stretch. Bring some movement back into the body. Perhaps you'd like to make notes on your experience, just about your thoughts and what you were thinking. And maybe this process for you can get easier as you meditate with your thinking and your thoughts. Take care.